Warning, this is a horror game and it is not intended for all audiences. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as parallax effects that on rare occasions have caused motion sickness in players. Watch with care and enjoy the video. Hello everybody, it's me, Arcane. Oh boy, is it late as I am attempting to record this, but you guys seemed to enjoy the last one, so we are back once again with more Slay the Princess. As long as you guys are continuing to enjoy the recordings here for the Pristine Cut, I figured we might as well. I'm glad that you guys have liked it so far. Let's see if we can get something new this time, shall we? Real quick, I did want to show, because of how we played last time, we did get new pieces in the memories, and so that's pretty cool. So, beginnings and endings are different vessels, so that's cool. We definitely have a lot more that we have a chance to discover, so I'm hoping we can find something that we haven't found before. Last time the only thing that we hadn't before was the nightmare we had never run into before. So let's see what we can do here, shall we? Let's make sure we're loading the most recent save.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I am gonna go ahead
and in the basement of that cabin
skip the dialogue that we've already done before. There's something that I know that's new, so I'm gonna start down a path that we've already started before, because supposedly there's something new that follows it that I would love to get a chance to see. It's kind of bad, so let's question some things here. Can't someone else? I'm not doing this. I'll go to the cabin.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to ignore him.
Let's go ahead and get on in here. I think that there's more down the route where we
The interior of the cabin
her.
is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
So let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
No, it's perfectly safe. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I didn't exactly bring anything to rescue you with, so I hope this is fine.
You walk down
you know
the
how
stairs
this went last
and lock
time.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Not particularly.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I mean, that's always the goal in a game, isn't it? Let's see what we can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, it's perfectly
You're
fine.
doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
I have a kniff.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, let's go ahead and check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
I think this is when it
You attempt
locks
to
me
make your
in
way out of the
here.
basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Nope, not particularly.
You try the door.
Try the door.
But it's
Okay, well, let's head back down.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her
I
arm to
see,
her
even
mouth,
knowing that
her
it's
teeth
coming, I
tearing
still
through her
don't
limb
love.
with the determination
I
of a
still don't love this
wolf.
visual.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
I do wonder what would happen if I struck at this point, how it would change. It's not what we're after, though.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens.
Oh, you can't. Okay. I'm surprised there's not a slay option here, but I've already
Fine.
committed, so it's fine. I still love how the cursor changes to a knife once you acquire it.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
It's
You
fine.
cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to
Yoink.
crack through the bone of her arm.
Oof.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
It's fine.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Strength.
She didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Not in the slightest.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, to the locked
No.
door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, isn't that cheating?
Watch me.
It's fine.
What are you doing?
Oh, you know. I've also never done, because I've always just scrolled to find the warn her option. So there are chances along this path where we could slay her. But I am looking for something specific along all of this that's different.
Stop
But it's
that.
not for quite a while, unfortunately. So a lot of this is just the
We've
same
come over
stuff
you,
that we
hasn't
know.
You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade! Move. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Oh, just never listening to you.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
You're not gonna be good at it.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
You didn't have to narrate
You aren't
agony.
dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
That's
Whatever.
fine. That's literally my job in these
She sinks the blade
games.
into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
You really think he enjoys it at that point?
I'm sorry.
So bad.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Not this version of her.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
It's
Oh,
fine.
that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
As we always do. Okay. I
You're
think
on a
there's
path
something new
in the
with
woods,
this line
And at
of
the
it.
end of that path is a cabin.
I don't know exactly how
And in
to
the
make the
basement
new
of that
thing happen,
cabin
though.
Is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Yeah,
My
wise to your tricks.
What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
I love the extra voice every time.
Beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Or... Okay, yeah, because it's the hero, the new voice, the princess, and then the technical extra entity of our actual self.
We'll see about
I had
that.
to think about that for a second.
Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
I always have to
Sounds like
remember
he's
that the
sort
voice
who'd
of the hero
sacrifice
is
the
not
whole
actually
world for
us.
peck
It's
on
like
the
a
cheek.
separate encouragement, I guess? I don't know.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Okay, to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the
Hey,
heart.
at least he's
My
honest.
passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure,
Express your
yeah,
passions.
your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
I wonder how identical
Some
my
things are better
reactions
kept
are to all
quiet.
this time.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay. So let's see here.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestry.
Pretty sure
the blade
we've
is
had
your
a
implement.
lot of this before. So let's go ahead. Let's just approach the
What are
mirror
you
and get
talking
that
about?
over with.
You reach, but there was a mirror.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly
Oh.
sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Not the feather out of place. Do I want to take the blade this time?
You take the blade from the table.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Yeah, that's why.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
Also true. I don't remember if I took it or left it last time as
There's no use
well.
arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
It's a nice stone basement, at least. I mean...
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
We're here to save
Her
you.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Ever the voice of reason.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my
Versions of her could
words,
hear.
but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Constantly.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Hooray, it me.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We have very nice feathers, this is
And she
true.
called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Everyone loves a little flattery now and
Waiting
then.
for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I mean, her own cruelty about ripping her arm off, maybe, but that's different.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Oh, you're mad
What
raving.
matters
I'd hoped I'd been
is
the
you
first.
have a chance to do it right this time.
People wonder why I never trusted him. I mean, like, come on.
We damned a whole world.
I don't know if anyone
But
wonders
everything
that.
reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
It's fine. Okay, do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Still just absolutely vibing with that, huh?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
That is actually what happened, isn't it?
What?
She does just
No,
slip her
she's a
hand out.
prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I mean, if you're desperate to leave a prison, I mean, I don't know, it's that
She
weird.
didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Okay, rescue.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Excessive.
You wouldn't.
He would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we
A
don't
lot of
stop
powerful, strong feelings. It really
Approach
does
the
just
princess
slip. Yeah,
and
okay.
gingerly slide her hand from
I didn't
her
remember that
bundles.
initially, but
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
it's fine.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Isn't it great?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
A little bit, huh?
You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
It's a good question. We have to escape, I guess.
That sounds perfect.
The audio just changed?
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually.
I'm worried that I did miss something. I'm gonna get the exact same ending I've already gotten. Oh no.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Yeah, been there, done
Did
that.
I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
The power of love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, happens if I think before we opened it together. Can she open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think she's got this.
Okay, let me try.
Go,
The
girl,
princess
go.
tries the handle. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open.
Oh, it's just
Are
as funny when she
you
opens it
kidding
herself.
me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
What if we just stayed here or we're leaving? Okay, this is different. This is already dividing from what we've gotten before. I am gonna save, because if I pick the choice that gives us what we've already gotten, there was no point. So I'm gonna save just so that we can make sure we get something new. What if What if we did stay? I don't think we stayed last time.
What a romantic suggestion.
Oh, she looks
You're
sad.
Right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
No, it's far more romantic when I suggested it.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love?
Are we not enough for her?
Oh.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Why not? Yeah, we can be happy.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you.
Oh, there goes the faltering of the romance.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
Oh, he's about to end us.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, no.
Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know?
No.
I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails
Ow.
into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Not particularly, no.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Yeah, not the decider. Certainly not. He did say he was going to have the power to control, though.
And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
We are traumatizing this girl.
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened, threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Oops.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
This is about to become the voice of the obsessed, isn't it?
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die?
That's a pretty solid guess, I'd say.
Yes.
Yep. Epilogue, happily ever after. So yeah.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
So yeah, this is some of the new content that we were looking for. There didn't used to be a part 3 to the damsel story. I don't know if there's multiple or if we chose to leave if we'd get the original ending. But this is certainly new.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
I don't think we need it anymore.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
Okay. Opportunist isn't what I was expecting.
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Welcome! The hero is so done.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
Aren't we all?
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
Except didn't we find out in the last episode that the princess can't even leave, like, without us, so when it resets, she doesn't end the reality?
Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
Can he? Where's the smitten at? They don't normally disappear on the 3rd.
I'm going to describe the room now.
Good luck with that. I don't think you're gonna like it.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Which is what the smitten wanted to provide for her last time.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
That happens every once in a while. We didn't use it last time, and time before that she used it to kill us. Yeah, where's the smitten?
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
He died.
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
I mean, true.
Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
That can't be a good thing. Yeah, what does it matter if the blade's
now
here?
That is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
It's done some important things.
Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Okay, so what about the mirror?
What is there to say about it? It's a mirror. Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it. I see it, just like I saw it last time. Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you.
I don't know that the opportunist should be more like the fucking sarcastic. Like, damn, dude.
Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Alright, approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle.
Sure.
Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time. You reach forward,
pretty
your
door.
hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed.
As we do.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
I don't think we've ever gone up before.
If the princess lives here, slaying her
More
would
of
probably... no, it doesn't work here at all.
No, it
This
doesn't.
place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
I love it.
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
Quite a thought.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
I mean, she hasn't really done anything this time. Other times, sure, but not this time.
Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
She really doesn't want to be here. All of this isn't what she wanted.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh, that makes me feel bad.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Dinner does sound nice. I wonder if it's gluten-free.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Up we go.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful.
Oh.
Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
I think we found, I think we found the missing voice. That's terrifying. Can we, actually save her now? Because she clearly needs to actually be saved now.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
This is not going to be easy.
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her
Ooh.
mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Sure. Oh God. So what is this?
It's our happy
place?
ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Ah. Not everything we actually want. Let's, happens if we just get up?
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat.
Yeah.
There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
Okay, we play into it for a bit, huh? Okay, so we could either actually just play into it and talk about dinner, or we can talk about something that's holding us down. What's holding us down? Do I even want to know?
The princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need.
Yeah.
He just wants us to be happy.
We know who he is.
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
There's more than one end of the table.
Is he the thing holding us down?
Yep. Yeah, hey Shadow, what's going on?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. Giving us the cold shoulder, I see. Asserting his dominance in the power structure.
He asserted his dominance enough when he ended us last time.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Not anymore, apparently.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
At the time, just not ending the world seemed great, but, this is scary in its own way, you know?
He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Okay, how dinner?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
I'd say at least some of that's gluten-free. Probably not the cake or the bread, but you know.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Do we now? Refuse the hospitality or eat. Oh boy.
Oh. But you were the one who asked about it.
I know I was. I didn't have any other options.
Sorry. That was snippy. It's okay. It's okay. We can figure something else out. Think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
God, we've made her so scared.
This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Oh boy.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
We kind of probably both pissed it off a little bit.
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something that you actually wanted to say. We have to put the rest of them out. We have to get rid of that shadow. I think you just said what you wanted to say. Both of those are good options, I think.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
You have to put the rest of them out.
Why would we ever do that? We need the light. It's what keeps us happy.
You don't want to be here.
Oh, I know. We should do something. What if we played a game?
What kind of game?
Yes, I love games. I'm great at them.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Is she gonna try to tell us something through the game, or...?
The flames roar,
Oh no,
and a
actually
shadow
a game,
comes
okay.
dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We love simple rules.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating.
Oh,
She'll never suspect a thing.
that's reassuring.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know?
Uh-huh.
What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me.
Oh,
Count
would
your
I be
lucky
now?
stars I'm here.
Oh, yes, so thankful.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go.
Oh, we're actually playing.
What a game it is!
Okay.
The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust.
This does
and the
not
cool
look like a
texture
simple
of
game.
deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. It sounds like you won.
And so you start over.
Oh boy.
She only made us start over because we were winning.
Oh, were we?
Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What did I
Win
tell
a game
you?
with the help
My
of a
great at games are
manipulative
my great at
voice.
games.
Oh my god, I can't believe that's an achievement.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
How long are you gonna do that?
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
Oh no.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Does it go out or not though?
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
Yeah.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
The torches are still on.
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board.
I was like, this is the most, like, extensive of the third parts. I feel like normally they've ended by now.
More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the
There they
princess's
go.
mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
We're gonna hear the voice at some point.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful.
Yeah.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realise how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
It's so cool.
Yeah, sure.
You actually happy here? Do we actually have everything we need? You actually happy?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
Okay, you. She's terrified. You need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
Oh.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
Smaller though, because I mean it's only got one.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
That's a good question. Is it gonna be a problem when everything is simply a shadow? Or are we gonna be free of this? Okay, so let's see. What do you think? Don't worry about it. What do you want to choose? Whatever the shadow's been showing isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. Or you don't have to let it go. You could do anything. What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that,
Oh.
the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
No touchy.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
It's never what you wanted.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
You wanna go outside? That's a lot of choices. Just I feel empty. That's that, huh? Why are you crying? Are you okay? This sucks. Open your eyes. I'm still here. Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark. Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
Be hard.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
Yeah. You've done a lot of sitting.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
At the moment, yeah. This version of you, for sure. I don't think, of course I do, I don't think I'll ever stop. What we had wasn't real. I don't know if I have, but maybe I can. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. I don't know, but maybe.
That's a nice thought.
You know, maybe we could actually, like, properly get to know each other before we start doing scary stuff.
I think this place was bad for us. It was keeping us small. I think it's time for us to go.
Offer her your hand. Let's go.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes
Very
your
mindful.
hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
He's a little past that now, after what he just saw.
He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Oof.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Huh.
No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
Them some good stars. Quiet moment passes over you. Comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Well, let's dance. She gently pulls you forward and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile, widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. Send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand and hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
I do love being out under the stars when the sky is clear, but it's still a little chilly out. And there it is. I meant it. Share a dance with your happy ending. You do not get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away. It's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
We all know how this part goes.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Okay. Don't know where she went, and don't know how to go about looking for her.
Does this mean we won?
Win's a loose term, but I suppose so.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Oh, hey, now it's not that bad.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Oh, we have to do this. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Always does.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's us! Looking like a Mothman, as always. More bird, I suppose, but he's getting Mothman energy. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, you're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you?
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
That's fine. Definitely wasn't expecting it, though. Okay, gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
Honest is good.
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Finally gave her the freedom that she needed. Okay, are you what sent me, or are you what trapped me?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens? I don't remember what happens if I say to let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
That's good, at least. Okay, what now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
This is true, we do already know this.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Don't worry, I'm trying to bring you more. It's hard to find them. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and forget. Most of these questions I think we've already covered in the previous playthrough, so
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
We will. That was a intense story that definitely bears remembering.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark, and you die. An honest heart, share your happy ending with her.
You're on a path
Oh,
in the
jeez.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
There sure is, bud. There sure is. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely a wild part 3 to the damsel storyline. I don't remember which episode it was in, but if you go back and watch the old videos, we've done the damsel storyline previously, but there were only 2 parts to it originally. This third part that we found is actually part of the brand new, newly released Pristine edition of the game, which was a free add-on to the game if you already owned it. Absolutely awesome. So definitely would encourage you guys to check the game out yourselves, find what outcomes you can. Let me know if you guys are still enjoying the videos. If you're liking it, we'll keep looking for outcomes, for new pieces to bring into the mirror world. We do already know like the generic outcome of the game, but it can still be fun to find some of the extra story beats in it. I really liked this one. It's not at all what I was expecting. Don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I had an idea, but it certainly wasn't that, so that was a really interesting story that they told there. I was hoping we would get to talk to the voice again and hear some sort of like creepy, distorted version of it. But honestly, just having it kind of as an entity was also really, really cool, and I think that was a really sweet way for us to wrap up that staying there wasn't a form of saving her, it was just keeping her trapped still, and made the payoff of saving her in the end so much more passionate, I guess. I loved the dancing under the stars with her, because again, I love being out when it's slightly chilly but the skies are clear. It's just so nice to just have that crisp air and the clear skies. Around here is a lot of times paired with that. There'll be like just like the hint of like a rain, either past or future, on the air as well. And then out here we can hear the bullfrogs. It's like those combinations just feel so nice to be out there. So I love that that's the kind of feeling that the princess wanted to feel for herself. So I loved that they included that. And it made it a little bit more real than just, you saved the princess and you fell in love. It's like, we didn't know each other, but that doesn't mean we can't. But yeah, I definitely loved that, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. We'll go ahead and wrap up there. So as always, I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful day, night, evening, whatever the heck it may be for you. And I hope to see you all next time. Have a good one, you guys. Goodbye.